Okay, I'm Geodav, and I hope you're ready for this because this is going to be a long one. Okay, so what we're going to do this time round? Well, obviously I haven't put a name onto this video yet, well, because I'm just recording it, but you'll have noticed we're going to be doing morph targets. Okay, morph targets for what? For our car. So first thing we're going to do is go into here. Our package is already loaded. Now, which way did I do this? Not that way. Not that way. So we'll just double click on the mesh. In the animset editor is what you get up. As you can see, nothing here at the moment. Nope. Okay. So click on File and New Morph Target Set. So what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to go MTS Morph Target Set underscore BH BC car. Okay, click OK, and that should have made it. What else have we got to do? Right, what else we've got to do is actually, as you can see here, there's nothing. There's nothing here, no morph targets to play around with. So what we're going to do is import morph targets. Well, import morph targets using import file name. Okay, click on that. This operation, yeah. Keep going. Right, what do we want? Well, this time round, what we can do is import all 4 of the morph targets that we're going to use in a oneer. Okay, so let's select them all. Go, click OK. Import mesh, import mesh, import mesh. Right, are we there yet? Ooh, long way to go yet, I can tell you. Right, what I'm doing here is just so we can have a quick look, make sure everything has come in correctly. Right, so we're going to have a look under morph in the browser. Look at your morph targets, damage front, put that to 1, and you can see the nose has gone. Okay, that works. Let's see, come on. I got all day now. Damage left. Yep. Now it's always best just to take a couple of minutes. That's the damage rear. Yeah, it looks absolutely horrendous, but it's visible. That's the main point of these videos. Just to show you the actual basics. Well, the basic workflows. Obviously, I expect you to do a lot better than what I do. Okay then. Right, they work fine. Is that all we're done? No, like I said, we're going to be in for a long one. Right, I'm not going. Well, let's see. Just close that down. Now I'm just getting this here because I've had recent problems that when I done it that way, it didn't work. There we go. Morph target set. Smashing. I'm just going to have that clicked open. I'll show you why in a minute. Okay, don't panic. I keep on doing that. That's annoying. Anyway, right. Next, once we've imported our morph targets, yeah, we've got to then get them to be applied in the anim tree. Now, if you don't do it, it won't work. Alright, so first thing we've got to do, in with the anim tree selected. Right, we can see the morph here, wait for it. Go down, open the anim tree, you've got your preview mesh list. Yeah. Now, am I looking at the right bit? Because you'll have to bear with me for 2 minutes while I just double check that I've got all this correct. And I'm sure there was a morph target group on there, but obviously not, because basically what I was doing last night was actually getting the vehicle anims in and working, which is probably why I've got a little bit confused. Let's see. See, I told you it was here. It's in the mesh list. Right, so what do we do here? Preview morph sets. Click on the button. Go back into the browser. Highlight the morph target set. Back in here. Hit the green button. And we're done. For that. Just purely for that. Now, this is where the fun starts. This is where I hope I don't mess up, because we've got a whole load of naming and all sorts of things to do here, and I just hope I actually get the right pieces put together. Okay, I don't know what other names you're supposed to give them. What we need first is, to get all this to work, we need to link the morph targets into the morph channel of the anim tree. And to do that, what we do is a new morph, keep doing. Right click in an open space in the anim tree editor. Okay, then go into new morph node, morph node weight. Okay, now before I go any further, let's just, sorry about this, get rid of that. I'm going to open the code file that we've got. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is just for me to cheat a little bit, is on the naming. Yeah, we'll deal with this in a few minutes or 10. Right. Okay, morph node weight. Let's just wire that into the morph channel of the anim tree. What we need to do here is purely give it a name. So what I'm going to do is going to go paste that in there and go front. Helps if you spell it correctly. And as you can see here, it goes into there. Right, that's... I could go straight away and copy all for the other three in there, but what I'm going to do first, because it makes things a little bit easier for me, is go right, doing it again, right click in an open space. Right, we've got basically, I know I'm not getting this over quite as well as it should be. What we've got here is the morph node weight, pretty much telling the anim tree when this is called, you're going to apply a morph node. But at the moment, it doesn't know what morph node we're going to apply. So that's what we're going to do now. Right click, new morph node pose. And we're just going to wire that into there, and you go, yeah, okay, then left click on there. What is the morph node pose that we're going to use? Sure, I ain't even got my teeth in. God's truth. Right, basically what we want here, right, because we're doing the front one, is the name of the morph node, or the damage morph pose that we've imported into for the mesh. So what we do, this is purely to save people like me doing typos. So we'll just copy that name back into the anim tree and go paste. Einfügen is paste. It's German, trust me. Right, okay. So I'm just holding control to move this up a little bit, and both selected. Now what I'm going to do here is, well, okay, let's do it by mouse. Right click, copy, duplicate, duplicate, duplicate. Now why are you saying that? Why am I doing it that way? Purely because I'm bone idle. Alright, it might seem bone idle to you at the moment, But when you're doing lots and lots and lots of these, trust me, any form of duplication helps. Right, so what we're going to put here, oops, underscore, not lift, left. And right. Now what I really do advise, just to make sure, I'm not doing it myself. Go on then. Now you see what I'm doing here? Do my best to make sure the names are as individual as possible. Because if each and every vehicle that you do has a morph node weight called morph node W front, I'm not saying that the game engine will have a fit and go no and crash and things like that. I'm just saying, purely to be on the safe side, unique names. Unreal has in the past always had problems with the names not being unique. Also, don't use spaces, use an underscore like what I've done. Right, are we there yet? Well, obviously not, because we've still got here damn front, so I can just go in there, because I know of how I've named them. Try to be, I won't say original as possible, but where are we? Right. Doing it this way might seem, for a lot of people, common sense, but some people don't see it the way I see it and use all sorts of naming conventions, and I won't say they struggle, but they have sometimes a few more problems than what I do. Right, that's me being big-headed enough. Right, let's go. What else we got to do? Right. Oh dear. Here we go. Copy and paste. Why am I copy and pasting? Copy and, because we're going to go into our got to be careful here. Got to be careful here. Close it down first. Close it down first. And save. Don't forget, save. Now we can reopen the anim tree like that. Smashing. There we go. Copy that name, and now we're going to go into the code. Now, as you can see, I've already opened UT Vehicle BC Car Content. This is the one that we've been using all the time. So what we're going to do here is paste it in there. See, you've got to be careful. Got to be careful. Right, back in here. Here we go. Copy. Now, I should really use hotkeys for this, but having spent a few... See, for a simple reason, if I'd used a hotkey, I wouldn't have made that problem. Copy. Paste. Back here. Copy. Paste. And one last time. Copy. I'm just making sure that I've got it in the right place. No, I haven't. There we go. And paste. Now, if you remember, and as you can see here, this is all Scorpion stuff. So what we're going to do is, I'm just going to delete that. Don't panic. Don't panic, Mr. Mannering. There we go. Right, and See, this is what happens when you don't pay attention to what you're doing. Anyway, next thing we do here, reading along the lines. Okay, morph, damage morph target 0, influence bone, LT front fender. Well, we don't have LT front fender, do we? Alright, so what do we have? We're not on there. So, if this is if you want. Right, if you don't remember off the top of your head what your damage bone names are. Right, if you remember if you watched the Blender video, you will have noticed I skinned vertices of this mesh to the front, which was damage front bone, right bone, left bone, and rear bone. And that's what we're looking for now. So BC dam front. Now I'm going to do this to show you what happens. It's slightly annoying. I don't know whether it happens in other programs. So what I'm going to do is just highlight that, paste it in, and it goes dink like that. I don't like that. So what we're going to do here, instead of doing it all for the others, well, in fact, if you're sensible, you go copy, paste. No. I don't know. I seem to have more problems with this on my laptop than what I do on my actual main computer. But right, just making sure. Alright, we want left, so we'll go left. Then we go right. And then we go rear. Now don't forget, these are the names that you've applied, or the bone names that you've given that are skinned to the mesh's vertices. Now, if you're not a Blender user and you haven't seen it, you haven't watched my Blender video, don't worry, go into me, well, I say don't worry, if you're a Max user, go into my UT3 tutorials and you'll find in there how to do it with Max. You won't find, not forgetting, if you're using Max 2012, forget it. Because, well, I won't say forget doing the whole thing, forget watching my videos, because they all use Actor X as an exporter and not FBX. Okay, we'll get there on that at some stage in the future, but at the moment I'm sticking with the things that I know, and I'm not going to take too much time out like I already had trying to use the Blender FBX, which is absolute, yeah, okay. I am not going to use bad language on my videos. Right, okay. So you've got your bone names, you got your morph node weight names. Alright, this bit here, linked morph node name. Far as we know, well, far as I know, I don't need. See, it's done it again. I want from there to there. Delete. Delete. See, I'm really struggling with this, aren't I? Delete. Delete. Now, before I save this, what I'm going to do is go back into UDK, make sure it's saved, and close it down. You might ask, why am I closing UDK down? Very simply, because we need, now that we've changed the code file, we need to recompile. So all I'm going to do here is hit save. I'm going to go back to my desktop. As you can see, loads of junk here. Restart the editor. Now once you restart the editor and you've saved a script file, it's all in the basics, just in case you forgot. Just hit yes, and we go Come on, sometime today, please. Thank you. Alright, restart the editor. Now, hopefully this won't take too long to restart, because I've already had it started. Because the first time it starts, every day when I restart the computer, it takes pigging ages. That's not too bad then. Right. So what we're going to do here, I'm going to close that down, because when I open my map, my big indoor map, and we see our mesh there, now we haven't changed anything on this. The code gets automatically, well, the code for the map should automatically update, and we can go in and give it a whiz. So right click, play from here. We're playing. Now if I go up, you don't see any damage doing the slide, do you? That's because at the moment it doesn't know. Once you jump in, move it a touch, jump out, and now if I shoot, working, how's that not working? You know, so it worked fine on my computer the other day. Right, let's get out and let's go have a look. Dear me. Right, what I'm doing, I'm going to look in here, because hang on, where are we? No, we don't want the mod. Poly collisions, that should be there. PC damn car front. Here, let's just check our code again. BC damp. You see, BC car front. No BC dam front. There we go. Names are correct. Let me just double check. Right, what we're going to do is very quickly close that out, and let's go check my log. See if we can see anything unusual. Cannot fire, blah 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 blah. Very strange. Okay, tell you what I'll do is, for the moment, I will stop the video, save it, and find out what the problem is, and then I'll get back to you and show you where I've messed up. Okay? So, see you soon. Okay, after half an hour of pulling my hair out, basically, well, let's just hide that away. What I forgot to do, there's a few things. Well, I'll say a few things. One of the main things is I forgot to add the morph target set in here. Okay, in the code, recompiled that. Still didn't work. Back into the editor. Let's go into the mesh. Let's just fully load that. If you go in here, you will also find, where is it? Well, I removed the LODs because I noticed that was getting in my way. Preview morph target sets. Yeah, put that in there. Still wasn't working the way I was wanting it to work. But what I have found out is, let's just jump into game. Play from here. If you notice, I've added a few extra weapons here. Now, the hell out of grab a few weapons, shall we? Now, drive forward a bit, jump out. But, just to prove that it does work, jump back in, aim a little bit to the left, and you can see there the left hand damage is being applied, the right hand damage has been applied, shoot at the back damage has been applied. You can just about see that the front damage has been applied as well. Okay, so it does work, just I'm having problems showing it. There's, sometimes the vehicles won't take damage when stood out when you're outside. It's just gone back. I believe it's at this. That will phase out eventually. There we go, gone. Okay then. So that's all it was. Pretty much me being a bit of a wally. Missed out the bit of the code, a little bit on the mesh, and then trying to do something that it doesn't do anyway. Okay, so we'll leave it at that, and I'll see you soon. Let's just get out of here and stop it there. Bye bye now.